Welcome to FS19. Today we will be doing some landscaping on the Squirrel Farms map. We'll be making our way over to the shop here in our 2018 GMC 2500 HD. Today we will be removing a rock landscape using our new Kubota mini excavator along with the 2019 Chevy 4500 regular cab mason dump truck. Today's video was very highly requested by all of you guys to do some more landscaping, so today we are back at it here with lots of new equipment, and I appreciate all of the support on the previous upgrade video here for the shop. I got lots of positive feedback to do more projects here for the landscaping series, and we got lots lined up here before winter comes along within the coming month and a half, so we do have lots to do here. And this 2018 GMC I did switch out for this version. This is version 2. The previous version in the series was version 1. Now we have a full interior here, and I decided to get the full chrome package as well. I always do like getting color matched or blacked out parts for the trucks, but I thought that we would change it up and use this with the chrome package here. We are now arriving here at the shop. We'll have to get everything loaded up before we head out today, and we have to move a few trucks around as well. We'll park this next to our 04 Duramax, so I decided we'll take the new 4500 today. It should be able to hold a lot more rocks than our F550 mason dump truck, having a much smaller transmission, and the bed size is pretty much similar as well. Stronger frame, everything is stronger when you go up to a bigger truck like that, so that's why we are taking that, and it will be pretty exciting. We'll just kind of move the flatbed out of the way, and I thought that we would load up here. Usually I have them all loaded up, but it's time for a change to do things pretty realistically. At the start of every day, you gotta get the equipment ready, and that is what we are doing now. Before we hop in the flatbed to move it back, I want to come over here and just kind of get this into position. That way we don't have to keep hopping in and out of trucks as well. We'll stop it right about there, and I will be redoing the regular cab as well. I want to get the textures a bit better and get an interior for it as well. I really want to feature more trucks with interiors like that GMC and the 04 Duramax over there. So we'll come along here. Now we'll get this attached here using manual attaching. Now usually you would plug in your wire for the trailer lights and also 2 chains, and you want to cross the chains to create like a netting. If the trailer was to break off, it would kind of get caught in those chains and won't come crashing down into the roadway. So what we'll do next is to load up this Kubota. Now this pretty much has a logging claw on it, which is great, and it does not have the buckets. So today we'll be using this to pick up rocks. It's a bit easier than a skid steer as well, and we'll be able to lift it up, and we will, one thing which I did let the customers know is we will have to drive our dump truck onto their grass. They were okay with it. Now they had this landscape put in when the house was there, and they just kind of grew out of it, and that's okay. We'll get it cleaned up for them. It's quite a number of rocks, and they are pretty big as well. Now that blade is always really good. It's great, almost like a mini dozer at times to push the dirt back, but today it will be pretty helpful for stabilization, making sure that we are safe while lifting these pretty big rocks. We are now heading out here from the landscaping shop en route to the job site. It is kind of on the edge of the town. I believe that there's a few farm fields behind it. It's got cool scenery as well, and I really do enjoy the landscaping series. I do plan on doing lots more before winter does coming along, and that's coming very soon. I can't wait though for snow plowing. That is going to be one awesome season with all of the new plow trucks, everything we've recently gotten here. It's going to be pretty exciting, and it looks like we'll be taking a left coming up over here. But I would like to thank each and every one of you for all of the continued support here on the daily videos. It's a lot of fun to upload every single day to YouTube, and you guys are the ones that are making it possible. Now today's setup I think is pretty cool. This is a 4500 regular cab. I put this together. I will be completely redoing the entire truck though, and I think that that will make it a little bit more realistic in many different ways. Now that mini excavator got shifted. We went up over the curb there, and that caused it. Hopefully we don't do that again. And I really do like this map, but sometimes, as you guys have seen, these curves do cause a few problems here for us, and I really do wish a locking script would be nice. Maybe an FS19, which is just around the corner, we could get awesome like chains to chain down the load. But what we'll do is we'll get this trailer backed in, we'll get this unloaded, and then we'll get the truck into position, and we'll take a walk around of the job as well. And it shifted right back. Wow, that's pretty neat. And I think we'll probably just put the trailer along this side out of the way. Awesome, so we'll get those ramps folded down, and we'll hop out and take a quick look here. So they want all these rocks removed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and they just decided not to like it, especially with winter around the corner. They do get in the way for clearing, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so there's pretty much just about over 10. Yes, it looks like almost 11 of these, so wow, that's going to be lots of rocks put in the back of the Mason dump truck, but it should be able to handle it. Now, if you do have any cool landscaping ideas, please let me know down below here in the comments. I really do enjoy this series. I do want to do more within the next month or two before winter goes into full effect, but let's see if we could get this into position. And then we got to get the dump truck as well. We got to bring the dump truck probably backed right over here. And now this is nice that we could keep it onto the driveway, but not for long. We'll have to bring it onto the grass, and we'll try to be as careful as we can and not ruin it. And that looks good there. We'll keep our LED lights on. Those do look pretty cool. I think we'll turn it off though. We should be able to get all of these with it. So next up, we'll hop here in the Kubota, and let's get this started on lifting up these rocks. Now these are pretty big rocks, I will have to say. And we'll get the claw out now. I did kind of test this before just to double check, and that's always a good thing to do. Test out new things, and should be able to get it. We'll grab it, and almost looks like it's almost like a claw game at the arcade area. It's kind of you get it, sometimes you don't, and it's going to be throughout today that will happen to us, but we should be able to get it, and it would be awesome if we could get it on the first try. Rotate it around, and let's see if we could get it. I hope all of you guys are having a great start to the school year. Mine's going good so far, and I hope yours is too. I can't wait though for all of the holiday breaks coming with some pretty awesome videos. Now take a look at this, guys. We'll switch here to this first person view. This is pretty awesome. We are able to do a take a look that the first rock is coming on. Almost got caught there on the edge, but that looks awesome. And we'll let it come out. There we go. So first one's in, and wow, this truck is going to get pretty full very quickly just from these front rocks, and they look to all be pretty much the same design, which is always interesting. Usually all rocks are pretty much unique. These look to be different in a few different ways, and they do look to have like some growth on it, some mold or some grass growing. The Kubota, though, with the claw is working very nice. I'm trying to be as very careful as I can with movements-wise to make sure that we do not have this excavator kind of come crashing down, especially with all this weight just leaning over like this. It's a bit scary at times, we'll have to say, but let's kind of see. We'll bring this back in, and we have to move just a little. And take a look at that. This is a pretty big rock. Let's get it undone. And there we go, we got that one. Wow. This truck, you can see it moving just a little. We'll lift up the blade, and we should be able to get both of these, and then we'll move the truck around. We'll just kind of keep the blade pretty close to the ground, and we won't really put it down, though, because we'll have to move it a few times. Let me know down below if you guys do enjoy these landscaping videos. I always try to do unique ones, and this is pretty interesting, removing a rock landscape. I haven't gotten a job like this before, and I thought that this would be a very nice thing to do. Now, I don't really want to move the tracks, like try to turn the excavator, so we'll lift this all the way up, and we actually have to lift this out as well. And I think just moving it back and forth shouldn't do too much damage to the grass. And this Mason dump truck, we might have to empty a few times before the end of today. Wow, it just comes crashing down. Luckily, though, it was able to get inside the truck, and wow, looks like after these few, we might have to go and get another truckload, but we'll have to see what happens as we continue. This is a pretty long process as well just to get these, but many excavators do have different attachments, so it's always nice to use something like this, even though this is really like a logging claw, like I have said, it is pretty cool, and this rock mod is pretty nice as well. Now, we could easily probably take these with a skid steer, but I don't think that would be that interesting compared to this, and we get to use this for the first time, which is always a cool thing. So we'll get this kind of out, and there we go. We could probably fit a few more in there, yeah. So let's move this around to the back, and then we'll bring the 4500 around. Now this excavator has an amazing first-person view, which is awesome. So I think we'll probably just stay like this, and probably just stay in the middle. Yeah, we'll be able to get both of those. And this thing looks so cool though. Kubota, and like I've touched upon, I am working on a Kubota compact tractor. It's still in the works, and I really do want to take my time with it. It's still in modeling actually, just trying to separate all the parts and make sure that the textures, the AO baking is really, really good. I want it to be probably one of the best mods I have released, along with the other compact tractor that I am working on as well. But wow, this is a pretty long process of just picking up rocks, but that's okay. We're being paid to do it, and it's a lot of fun as well using our new piece of machinery. We'll see if we can pick this up. And it's going to twist right out. You guys can just see all that hydraulic pressure just slamming this thing shut. And wow, I mean, hopefully we don't damage the claw. But wow, that was quite a lot of pressure coming down on it. This should work. Yeah, take a look at that. We have to watch the house right there, a bit close to the house. And we'll be able to lift this here into position. Now, like I have touched upon, luckily we do have Mason dump trucks, or else this would have been a bit tricky, where we would have had to try to load these onto our flatbed because of how much clearance and lift height we have on this, and even the skid steers probably would have had trouble lifting too high as well. So it's nice to have this. Next up, we'll try to get this one. We should be able to get quite a lot of these though without moving the truck, and that's always a big thing, is trying to not do too much damage to the lawn. Try to pick this one up, and wow, this one was pretty easy. Very heavy though. They all seem to be just big rocks. We'll try to get this one lifted up all the way. Now you guys can see there's just so much weight on this arm as well. We got to be pretty careful, and we are coming very close to filling this Mason dump truck as well. So we'll have to move around just a little, and this will most likely be our last rock here. There's just so much weight. We'll actually have to come back with another load. And is it going to drop? Hopefully it drops on the inside of the truck. Let's kind of move it a little bit. That looks to be a little bit better. Actually moving those rocks around is actually helping out. Yeah, that perfect idea there. And let's see, can we drop this? Awesome, so we just dropped that there. It looks like I will have to come back here for another load, and that 4500 is pretty much way down quite a lot. We'll just kind of drop this off right about here. That looks good. Let's hop back here in the 4500. Let's head back to the shop, and then we'll call it a day. I will have to bring this over, and we might keep these. Let me know, guys. Should we keep these at our shop, or should we just bring them over to the local area to dispose of them? And usually people will buy these to crush them into stone dust, things like that, so we'll probably just bring it by one of those places. But wow, the driving will be a bit tricky with no collisions, and they will shift on us, so we do have to be a bit careful. Luckily, the landscape shop is not too far away from the house, even though it is kind of on the edge of the town. Our shop is pretty much in the center of the town, which is always a really good location. You guys can see I do have the LED lights going on just to help out, and we do have hazard lights. I mean, this is a pretty heavy load, but you guys can see the 4500 is doing it no problem, not even squatting at all. And the dump bed is pretty much sitting level. That just shows how nice and how strong of a suspension this 4500 has. We'll take this turn here. There's just so much weight, and it's almost a little top heavy as well, so we gotta be careful of that. But we are arriving back here at our shop. I will have to go back there for another load a little bit later on today, but hope you guys enjoyed today's video removing a rock landscape using our brand new Kubota mini excavator along with this 2019 Chevy 4500 Mason dump truck regular cab. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.